What's up YouTube? Leafy here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got for you an NHL 21 HUT gameplay video coupled with a little bit of discussion with chat. So in this one, we're talking about movies, and it's usually a hot topic on my channel and like in my friend groups too, because a lot of times people have these movie discussions and I'm like, I haven't seen this movie and it's one of the most popular movies ever. I don't really watch movies a lot. I don't really have the attention I just don't care to like sit down and watch something for 2 hours. I don't know why. I just prefer I prefer a TV show. It's like 30-45 minutes at a time. It's like changing stories as it's going rather than like a 2 hour long developing story. Sometimes more, to be honest with you. It just depends. But yeah, so we're talking about movies in this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have any input on the discussion, I appreciate it. Please don't make fun of me too much for not seeing your favorite movies. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm not so into it that I would die on any hills for it, but I thought it was a fun watch. Felt like watching Fight Club, kind of. I've also never seen Fight Club. You guys want to play a game? Name like a famous movie or like one of your favorite all-time movies so I can tell you that I've never seen it. This is a fun game. Jaws? Nope, never seen it. Star Wars Holiday Special? Star Wars Holiday Special. Is this really a thing? Oh, this really is a thing. Yeah, I've never seen that. Slapshot? Is that that's the comedy one? Oh no, I'm thinking of Goon. Slapshot. Oh, this one also is a comedy. I don't think I've seen this. 21 Jump Street, I've seen that. 22 Jump Street, I've also seen that. I know you've seen Miracle, I have. Like one time, like a long time ago. They asked me what my favorite hockey movie was in that tournament, which I'm guessing is what you're referencing, and I didn't have an answer, so I just said Miracle. Okay, I've never seen Shawshank Redemption, I've never seen Godfather, I've never seen Wolf of Wall Street, never seen The Matrix, I have seen Goon. I've never seen the Rocky movies. Never seen When Harry Met Sally. Never seen Taxi Driver. I have seen Mighty Ducks. Never seen Goodfellas. Keep 'em coming. I have seen Pulp Fiction. That is one of my favorite movies. Bourne? No, never seen any of the Bourne movies. Going to bed, I won today. Let's go. No to Basic Instinct, no to Borat. I've seen parts of Borat, but I've never seen the whole thing a lot. Do I read a lot? No. I just don't watch stuff. I've seen like a good amount of TV, but not like I would say less TV than the average person, and I never ever watch movies. Carson, people are very weird, and I can guarantee you that that's not true. Can we just reflect on how funny it would be if you told EA NHL that your favorite hockey movie was MVP Most Valuable Primate? What? So do you just finish stream and stare at the wall until next time? No, I finished stream. Let's talk about my Thursday. So since today is Thursday, so I usually finish stream and then I'll get on. I'll be on my computer. I'll do YouTube stuff for a bit. You know, edit videos, make thumbnails for a bit, try to get some of that work done, and then obviously if I have any schoolwork to do, a lot of times I do it on Thursdays because I have a lot of free time on Thursdays. And then I just like play other games. I watch a lot of Twitch as well. Like, I can just sit down and watch Twitch for a while. For me, that's like watching TV. Or like how my parents like watch the news all the time, all day. Like, that's kind of like for me, I just watch Twitch. Oh yeah, I've heard about that guy. Have you seen any of the Batman movies? I have seen The Dark Knight. That's it. But yeah, I just don't know, like, I don't have the ability to just, or desire? I have the ability. I don't have the desire to just sit down and, like, watch the same thing for 2 hours or longer sometimes. It really depends. Oh my god, you're really gonna miss that? Avengers Endgame? No, I've actually never seen any of the Avengers movies. I got a job, now I can hang out streams. Congrats, Ratsy. Sorry you won't be here though. Yeah, I have seen all the Harry Potter movies, actually. I don't remember a single thing that happens in any of them other than that Snape kills Do you play any other games outside of streaming? Yeah, I play, well, a lot of the games that I play on stream, I play off stream, except for NHL. I don't play NHL off stream. But like I've streamed a little bit of Binding of Isaac, and I will be later today. That I play off stream a lot. I streamed a little bit of Rocket League last week. I play that off stream a lot. I have trouble like finding new games to play, even though I have a lot. Like I have a pretty extensive Steam library just that I've kind of accumulated over time from various free stuff or like very cheap humble bundles and things like that. And then I have Xbox Game Pass, so there's like tons of games on there. I just have trouble like actually picking one. Twilight? Okay, so I've seen all the Twilight movies, but I need to clarify that I didn't see them at the time of their release. So in high school, my English teacher in sophomore year was the English teacher for Stephanie Meyer at one point in her life. And so he made everybody read the Twilight books in his class. Just the first one. So one of his required readings was Twilight, and I liked it. So then I read the other ones, and then after that, I was like, well, I read the books, so I should watch the movies. And the movies are horrendous, but the books are really good. Another opposite take by Sid. I'm sorry, but if you think that the Twilight movies are good, you have absolutely zero taste in anything at all whatsoever. I thought there was a whistle. I like looked away. Can you spoiler tag your stream? I have seen the Harry Potter movies, but I haven't read the books yet, so I don't know what Snape does or doesn't do. The movies aren't that bad. Maybe I wouldn't have thought that they weren't that bad if I didn't read the books. But since I read the books, watching the movies was like just like a painful experience. But to be honest, I thought that they were just like objectively bad, even without thinking about all the stuff that they left out or what they changed in the movies. I just thought that they were bad. Like I thought the acting was bad. I don't know. I just didn't think it was good at all. I enjoy the movies, but I would be lying if I said that they were good. That's kind of what I like. I like the story. I think I think she wrote a good series, so I can appreciate the story. And like, because I was a fan of the books, I can appreciate the movies just for the story that I liked. But just judging them as movies, I think they're bad. Why did that pass go into the goalie instead of to my teammate? The goalie's not my teammate. He's my opponent. He's my enemy. Rob Pattinson is a good actor though. Yeah, he's good. The other thing is like, I don't know, the acting and like just the characters in general were so awkward and it was just really uncomfortable. And Kristen Bell was just emotionless the entire time. This Champs is already open. I'm currently playing it right now. They're in high school, isn't that the point? Yeah, but I was in high school too, and it felt awkward. Like, there's no way that the high school experience is that uncomfortable, and mine was just like that much different. That's a skip. One girl nicknamed me No Emotion Boy in high school, so this is all. Okay, but the vampires and the wolves wasn't the thing that made the high school awkward. It was just like the acting was just bad. They didn't act like normal people. And maybe it wasn't their acting that was the problem. Like, it was probably had to do with the writing and production of the movie. But like, they didn't act like normal people. No, it wasn't realistic at all. That's what I'm saying. I was in high school at the time that I watched and read all these books. I was in the 10th grade. I understood the high school experience all too well. My high school experience was playing Angry Birds at lunch. We didn't have wolves or vampires or anything cool. True. I didn't have any wolves or vampires or anything cool. All I'm saying is you watch any show that has high schoolers in it, or like that's, you know, like the characters are supposed to be in high school, and they have like normal human interactions with each other. And it is not what happens in Twilight. And don't tell me it's because they're not normal humans, they're vampires and wolves, because that's not what's going on. Because it's not only them that are freaking weird. Riverdale, not an accurate of. Okay, well, yes and no. I think it's more. So what the characters do in Riverdale is not normal. But that's like the point of the show, it's fiction. But like the relationships between the characters are much more normal. I'm just talking about like conversations, like how they talk to each other and how they like have emotions in their voice. Riverdale went downhill after season 1. This is like your first good take of the day. Congratulations. You did it. Except for Jacob, yeah, exactly. There was a scene in Riverdale where a high school girl strips at a biker club to the song Mad World. Are you saying this doesn't happen in most high schools? It's true, that did happen. Oh, man. What's up, Henry? How you doing? In the movie musical Grease, a shop teacher helps a bunch of teens build a car to make their girlfriend spontaneous. Qualified to my first hot chance of the year. Let's go. Best of luck. Hope you get nice rewards. I will say that, so I actually enjoyed the last Twilight movie. Well, I enjoyed Breaking Dawn. That was my favorite. I think that was my favorite book. I think it was my favorite book. But I thought the movie was fine because I enjoyed that book a lot. But at the very end, the CGI baby at the very end, always, it just gets me every time, dude. It's so bad. And then, like, that extremely weird dynamic, the worst part of the whole story is that extremely weird dynamic at the very end where Jacob just, like, falls in love with an infant. That is by far the worst part of the story. It just doesn't make, like, I understand what she's going for, but it just doesn't sit right. It just does not sit right. In high school, I used to walk by chalkboards and solve equations on them. Oh yeah, me too. When I worked part-time as the janitor. You can see that I actually have seen Good Will Hunting. Good movie. I watched it on a plane. The only time that I watch movies. Plane watching doesn't count? Of course it does. If you only watch movies on a plane, I'm actually impressed. I've been on a lot of planes, but I wouldn't say I only watch movies on planes. But nowadays, I mean, I pretty much only watch movies on planes. The last movie I saw, let's see, let me think. The last movie I saw was that horror/thriller movie, where there's like, it's about all these families and that, well, it's about this one family that all of a sudden, like, sees themselves. And then, like, they find out that every person on Earth has, like, this underworld version of themselves. Us. Yeah. It was decent. It was decent. The only reason I saw it is because back in the before times, when I was allowed to hang out with friends, my friends wanted to watch it, and so I watched it with them. think I mentioned this too, but also I have a couple friends that enjoy watching movies. I don't know. I don't really know why I'm friends with them, because obviously that personality trait does not is not shared. But they also one night decided, when we were hanging out, just decided to put "Don't Mess with the Zohan" on in the background. I had already seen that. I saw it when it came out when I was like 13 or whatever. At the time I thought it was funny. This time I watched it, it was like the worst movie I've ever seen. It is preteen comedy bait. It is literally like, when I watch it, I mean, that's proof right there. I saw it when it came out when I was like 13, and that's when you would think that that kind of stuff is funny. And then I watch it now, and it was like, I seriously, I think I laughed once. And the reason that I laughed was it was like a reference to like something in Israeli culture that I think is funny, because like I get it, like I get the joke. But I think I chuckled once, and the rest of it I was like, holy shit, this is just so bad. This is not how I remember it at all. And then before that, I mean, I can't think of a movie that I watched last. It was probably on a plane. The last movie that I remember seeing in theaters, which there might be something more recent than this, but this is the last movie that I remember seeing in theaters is Skyfall, which I think was like 8 years ago. There might be one more recent than that, but I don't remember what it is.